and the people.
Yeah, but it's also an enslavement of the people.
Yeah, it is.
Because guess what? If the government continues to spend and spend and spend money, what you're telling your citizens is you guys need to continue to work for generations nonstop so we can pay this back. Because if not, we're going to all default. And guess what? We're going to go like the Titanic.
Right.
Straight down.
Yeah, like I know very little about politics and I guess world economics, I would say. But I know that like we spent a lot of money with other countries during COVID. And I know like the US have like a big like debt with like, like around the world. But so I mean I understand a little bit of that. Yeah.
And once again, the issue is not spending money with other countries, because United States is very philanthropic, philanthropic. Sorry. Yeah. This people, the evangelical church, the Christian, the Christian people are a big driver of going out to feed other people. I think we're one of the biggest, like as far as citizens is concerned, movement in the world, as far as countries, that actually go out and feed other people or go out and take care of other people that are not of our country. So I understand, yes, we should help others. I get it. But we also have to understand we have to help ourselves. Eventually it's going to run out.
Right.
You hear all these people screaming like, no, go get more money. We need to get more money, get more money. And it's like, where do you think this money's coming from?
Yeah.
And if we're printing it, we're just getting into more debt. And eventually...
The more money you print, the higher is inflation, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. The more money there's out there, the less our money's worth.
Right.
And once our money's worth nothing, it's not a good thing. So, yeah, I think to have money, it's a big responsibility. Yeah, I truly mean that. It's like, I think a lot of people don't have money or aren't given the burden of money because they don't know how to use it. When people are like, I just want to be rich. There's so many people that ask for like, oh, if I just had money, just please give me money, give me money, give me. But the reason people don't have money is because they don't know how to use it. They don't know the proper value and responsibility and how to take care of it and how to save it, how to invest it. It's just, I have money. Let me just go blow my money away and end up in the same hole.
Yep.
And sadly, I've always seen this, families or people that complain the most about what they don't have, it's a generational thing. Like you just see, well, that's how the parents were, that's how the kids were, and I guarantee you if I was a betting man, that's how the grandchildren are going to be. Because it's a mindset. They just don't get out of it.
It is.
If I was given $1 million a day, could I do it? Yeah. But I think I would go and not be so arrogant. I'd be like, hey, I need somebody who's been through this, somebody who's rich or knows how to handle money and say, hey, how can you help me? Let me pay you something or give me somebody that advises you so they can help me because I want to do the right thing.
Yeah. I guess there's one more thing that I think I would do. That is working as a waiter.
You're going to work as a waiter?
No, working as a waiter right now.
Got it. Want to make that clear. Yeah. It's $1 million waiter. You're tipping the customers.
Yeah. Dude, it feels so awesome when someone tips you good on purpose. Okay. Because they want to make your day. So I wouldn't want to do that.
You would want to do that?
I would love to do that, bro.
Dude,
if one day I'm rich, I want to just go to like random restaurants and like the service is great, dude, just bang, $1,000.
I work for this guy in Florida and he's pretty well off, and we were at the Atlanta airport one time and we were sitting, because there's a place where you can smoke and he's a smoker. Okay. So I sat in there with him and we're sitting there, he's smoking and I don't even think I was on my phone because back then we didn't have smartphones. I was doing something. Maybe I was just looking around. And he taps me on the shoulder. He's like, hey, do me a favor. And he gives me like about a wad of cash. I don't remember how much it was. And he says, hey, do me a favor. You see those guys up there? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, all the military guys? There was like 10 of them.
Okay.
And he's like, go to them, give them each $200 a piece, and tell them thank you for your service.
Oh.
I'm like, all right. So I got up. Yeah. I went over and I was like, hey. And I would look at their name. And I don't remember. Okay. But I was like, hey, Mr. Ramirez, thank you for your service. Hey, and I just gave it to him. They were like, oh, thanks, bro. And I was like, don't thank me. It's that guy back there. He wants to say thank you. He appreciates what you do. And that whole trip, him and I went up to Bentonville, Arkansas to do some work. And that whole trip, like we would go somewhere and it was like big tips. Like you said, like, it was like, we'd go eat at IHOP, for example. Right. And it was like $20 for the two of us. He would leave $100 and walk away.
Yeah. I think that's so cool, man.
It is. But check this out. the point of this story is this: we go to this little random mom and pop place to eat, and the bill was same thing, $25 maybe. Mm-hmm. And we're walking out, and he left. I think it was 100. I think it was 200. I don't remember. It was a really good tip.
Right.
He leaves it on the table and he says, "Thank you." The girl was really nice to us. No strings attached. It wasn't like, "Hey, give me your phone number." Nothing. It was just like, "Hey, here, thank you." She was nice to us. That was cool. And we were the only ones there. It wasn't even like it was hard for her. Leaves her the tip. And the manager comes out and he's like, he gives us the money back, the change. It was like $100 whatever change. It was a big amount of change. He gives it to us. He's like, "She can't receive that." He's like, "Why not? It's my money. I can give it to her." And she's like, "No, she can't take a tip that big. You can give her a reasonable tip." And he goes, "Well, who says it's reasonable? Like, why can't I leave her that?" And he was just fighting with us. He got like really aggressive. And it was funny because he told me, he's like, "Hey, go ask her which one's her car." So I went in there, the manager was all mad at me and screaming. I was like, "Hey, which one's your car?" And she's like, "Oh, it's the red one, blah, 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 blah." All right, thanks. So we don't know what happened. We went and we got the money we left in her windshield wiper and just left it there and we took off. But I mean, like you said, it feels really good, but I think you do have to be responsible with money.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he made his money. He made his fortune doing it himself. Right. And I understand that. If he wants to use his money that way, that's fine. But I think when you don't know how hard, blood, sweat, and tears that it took to make it there, I think we'd make a lot of mistakes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, it's that theory, like when you work hard for something, it doesn't have to be money. You appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's why. Anyways, I'm not even going to bring that up because I don't want to get kicked off this. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the conversation about money we had today. But I do encourage those people who have a chance to bless others. Go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. It's not only that it makes you feel good, you get a chance to bless somebody, which is a blessing to you. So go out there and help others, look after others, even mentor them whenever you can.
Yeah, man. Be the change you want to be. I mean, be the change you want to be. Be the change you want to. I don't know what's the saying.
Be the change you want to be. Be the change you want to see in the world.
That's right. All right.
That's Gandhi.
Cool. I speak 3 languages. Okay, I don't remember a lot. There's a lot of stuff in my brain, guys. You have no idea.
It's all right. Including blonde chicks.
Yes, I was gonna say that, but I'm glad you did. So I didn't sound a pervert. But now that I said it, I guess it do sound a pervert.
That's all right.
We're
not going to stop until you get a response.
All right. So please let us know what you guys would do with $1 million a day. And, you can please subscribe to our podcast if you like this content and you want to hear more from us. You can, hear us on, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.
And you can also reach us at trp@thisrandompodcast.com. If you guys have any more ideas or any other questions you'd like for us to ponder and bring up, like I said, maybe you have another idea of how we could have spent that $1 million. But once again, we thank you guys for listening, and don't forget to live your lives one random day at a time.